Hey everybody, today I'm going to be repotting some aloes, and first up I have this aloe that is starting to grow out of the bottom of the pot. I don't know if you can see that. So this is about a 3-inch pot, whereas this is about 5. Any bigger than that for an aloe at least may be too much. Typically you would gradually increase in container size. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the aloe out of the soil, the pot it's in, which might be kind of tough. So actually, I've dumped out maybe half of the soil already, and you can see it's still not wanting to come out. That's a definite sign that it is getting root bound or pot bound and is ready to be transplanted. So I finally got it out, and this is what the roots look like for it. And one thing I will do is trim the roots, particularly this very long root, just to keep things more even. And I think I will reuse the soil that it's been in. I don't see any reason not to. Succulents don't typically need super rich soil. And now I'm just going to use my normal cactus and succulent mix to fill it up the rest of the way and put the plant itself in. Okay, you can see here I've put a couple of rocks in to help stabilize it because it is going to be kind of tippy for now until its roots get reestablished. So I'll leave those rocks in, and then once it becomes more secure I'll be able to just take those out and let the aloe continue on. Okay, so this next part is going to be kind of experimental. I have 3 other aloes, which were pups on my main big aloe that I've grown separately now, and each of them is at least slightly root bound. It's kind of hard to tell. I just had them in some old recycled pill containers. So what I'm going to do is put them into this container. This is my cheap bonsai type container that I'm going to use. It's just a frozen dinner container basically, but I'm going to do a multiple planting in this kind of bonsai style and just see how that goes. I have so many aloes that I'm okay with experimenting with some of them for different ways to grow. So unlike the last aloe that I just worked on, I'm going to be taking these out of succulent and cactus mix and putting them in a bonsai mix of soil, which is mainly made from perlite, calcium clay, and some coconut coir. Okay, of 1 aloe, 2nd aloe, and 3rd aloe. And again, especially with these 3, I'm going to trim the roots down that are very long to even it out and encourage a radial root system. I'm going to fill my container with my bonsai soil, which I've already mixed up. And for now, I'm not going to be too picky about how I place them. I just need to get them grouped together in a way that, you know, looks good to me at least. And I will be needing some rocks to hold these in place, at least for the time being. Okay, this is how I'm going to have them arranged, at least for now. And I'm going to be waiting probably a year at least before checking the root system on this again. The idea is that, as with a group bonsai planting, the roots will grow together and become one unit. So I'm hoping that's what can become of it. Because the plants I repotted today are all aloes, which are succulents, I'm not going to water them in. I'm going to wait at least a week, maybe 2, before watering these, to allow the parts that I did trim or any roots that may have broken can callus over and heal. Again, this is just an experiment. It is not a how-to video. This is just something I'm trying out, kind of just to see what happens, because I have such a surplus of aloes right now. So I'm hoping that it ends up looking even better than it does now. The aloes will hopefully get taller, and I think it will be a nice little deserty type scene.